Hi Natalie, good morning. It's been a while since the last time we met at matriculation. I bet you still remember me, don't you? But in case you forgot, let me just introduce myself. I am Elynoel Sharon Tham, and it is nice to have you as my interviewee for today. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Elynoel. Yeah, it's been a while, but I do remember you though. My name is Natalie Kesia, and I'm glad to be your interviewee today.
So, where are you now? Are you still in Kota Kinabalu?
Yes, I'm still in Keke right now. What about you? Are you still in Ranau?
Yes, I'm still in Ranau, and believe it or not, I still haven't been to UMS since the beginning of my degree. If the number of COVID cases continues to rise, I believe that I will still be at home next semester as well.
You are not alone. I haven't been to university as well. And yes, I agree with you. If there is no change or decrease in COVID 19 cases, it is not possible for us to spend all of our degree time at home.
By the way, what semester are you in now?
Now it's almost the end of semester 2.
Oh, I see. So, how's your health during this pandemic?
I'm doing well. You?
Good to know that. I'm doing just fine too. How do you like spending your weekend this day?
Normally, my weekend consists of a really lazy Saturday filled with Korean drama and scrolling TikTok to relax my mind. Sundays are set aside for church, followed by time for homework and unfinished assignments. I do hope that I don't put off my university work until Sunday because it is difficult to complete all of the work with such tight timetable. My dream weekend will include spending time at the mall, shopping, and time with family and friends. But for the time being, I'm stuck here at home with homework and assignments. Now I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I feel you. I can say that weekend is our only free time to have a short relax after 5 days straight of online learning. Now let's get into the meat of the matter. So the topic for today is the disadvantages of online learning among students. As we all know and have just mentioned, the pandemic has resulted in online learning, which has its pros and cons. In your opinion, which one do you think is more difficult, virtual learning or face-to-face learning?
In my opinion, virtual learning is more difficult than face to face learning. Even there is no doubt that virtual learning also has its benefits. I can admit that online learning is harder for many reasons. The first reason is sometimes students miss out on an important part of their learning because they are unable to connect to the internet network. It is because not every area has fast and stable internet access. Not just that, virtual learning requires a device that can support application used for online learning. This causes difficulties to students with financial problems. Next, online learning causes students have no motivation to study due to the fact that the home atmosphere will affect learning environment. Lastly, students may suffer stress and depression because of high pressure from teachers. Some teachers think that students can and should do more work because they are at home. However, I completely disagree with it.
How would you motivate yourself to study?
I keep myself motivated by thinking positively and ignoring the negative thoughts. I always avoid saying stuff like, oh, I can get anything done because of this lockdown. I can meet my friends, things like that, because it would just make me feel more enabled to do and learn new things.
Okay, that's interesting. So the final question that I'd like to ask is, since students are unable to see each other, what is the best approach in communicating online?
Since we have no other form of communication, I believe that online chatting and video chatting are the best ways to connect online. However, when chatting online, we should keep the text clear and understandable. While for video chatting, we must enable our camera so that we can see and speak to each other directly.
Well, I guess that's it for today. Thanks a lot for your cooperation, and I'm hoping we will get to see each other very soon. Take care everywhere you go, and goodbye.
It's a pleasure to speak with you today. Take care as well. Bye.
Assalamualaikum and good day to you. My name is Izyan Binti Mohamad Sufian and I will having some interview questions today. So this is our respondent and my friend. Her name is Siti Aisha She is 18 years old. So say hi.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so firstly, I want to ask some general question to you, which is, can we stop now?
Yes, sure.
Okay, first question, how's your life so far?
So far, so good. Fortunately, I'm still alive and I'm waiting for my SPM result.
Oh yeah, nice to you. I wish you get the best for your SPM result later. So, how do you like spending your weekend?
Usually, I will watch Netflix or K-drama with my sibling.
That's nice, and same goes to me. So, how is your health during this pandemic?
Alhamdulillah, my health is in good condition.
Okay, nice. It's good for you. So, what is your hobby?
My hobbies are laying on the bed and check on my smartphone, playing online game and watching Netflix.
Nice. Okay, good. So, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is I cannot get a good result in my SPM later.
Oh, don't worry. You can get the best for your result. We are here to support you. Don't worry. So, I think we should continue to our conversation about our topic today, which is disadvantages of online learning. Can we start?
Yes, sure.
Okay. In your opinion, what is the disadvantages of online learning?
I think the disadvantages are students will have less focus during the class because surrounding at school and at home are different. At home, we have television and other gadgets that can take away our focus on study. Compared when we at school, and it also was not very interesting because we cannot see our friend face to face.
Okay. So how do you motivate yourself to study?
I will motivate myself to study with my own mindset, which is I will set my ambition as my goal to achieve, so I can put much effort as I can to achieve the best. But my father said don't be so stressed in study, so I won't take very hard to and get stressed by myself because it can affect my health. Actually, he also has supported me in behind, and that makes me quietly motivated too.
Okay, wow, nice motivator. So, since we cannot see each other, what is the best approach in communicating online for you?
I think for me, the best approach in communicating online is through WhatsApp Messenger because I always use that to chat with everyone, such as my friend, my family, even my teachers too. But for real friends and family, I think video call also can be the best because we can see each other's face, talking with laughing together. And so I think it will make our relationship more improved.
Okay, next, I think this will be the last question I give to you. So, in your opinion, which one do you think is more difficult, virtual learning or face-to-face learning?
I think what of them have the difficulties. Virtual learning makes me hard to stay focused, and face to face make me more tired because we have to sit in the class compared to virtual learning that we only have to stay on the gadget.
Okay, alright. Thank you for our respondent today because willing to spend her time to answer all the questions I give to her. So that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.
Bye, welcome.
Hi, my name is Sheckina and this is my cousin Anne. Thanks for coming and agreeing to do this interview for my oral final project. So, how's life treating you, Anne? And how about your health during this pandemic? Has it been good days or the worst time of your life? Let me know. I'm here to listen.
I'm fine. My day has been up and down for me, albeit pretty stressful since I had many tasks and buttload of homework. But overall, I can say that my days were so far so good. I'm enjoying my hobbies on weekends, playing Free Fire, and watching View. How how yours?
Life is great, but on the other hand, I'm not. This week was a mess. I had lots of assignments to submit. Since my hobby is playing netball, we can't play outdoor during this MCO, and I'm just spending my weekend with sleep and marathon some K-drama. Can I know your biggest fear and or any regrets in your life?
For me, if I've done nothing wrong, so I've got nothing to fear of.
That's awesome. So now let's move to the issue. Since the implementation of MCO causes we hard to see each other, what do you think is the best approach in communicating online?
I think video calling because it has become popular for staying in touch with friends or family and for online classes. In the past, would have been audio only. Adding videos makes it possible to see pupils' facial expression, which can lead to easier communication.
Popular video chat systems nowadays include Webex, Teams, Google Meet, WhatsApp, and much more. It's generally possible to chat with any modern computer or smartphone equipped with a working camera. In your opinion, which one do you think is more difficult, either virtual learning or face-to-face learning?
I can say that virtual learning is more difficult. The spread of COVID-19 has forced millions of students and teachers to move their communication online. The, the schools, colleges, and universities are closed until further notice, and we have to adapt to a new lifestyle.
That's true. Teachers, lecturers, and administrators are working hard during this pandemic, trying to keep students on track and shifting to virtual learning within shortest time. So, what are the most significant disadvantages of online learning that you can see?
Connectivity. Internet connection is either unstable or the current data plan is not enough to cover the progressive online learning needs. Students in both urban and rural areas are struggling with the homework gap. Teachers are trying to manage the bad internet connection during the online lessons.
Unfortunately, little can be done to resolve the connectivity problem when everyone goes online. The sad truth is, we all have to adapt to a slow internet speed, meet the coronavirus lockdown, and learn to live with it. With such problem, how do you ensure the quality of online courses?
I will access to the lecture both during and after class. All my lecture establish proper channels of communication for their students to talk if and when they need help.
I bet that you can manage your time well. Can I know how you manage your time between online learning and daily activities?
Prioritization. Setting priorities for each day, week, and month. I will find a balance between coursework, online learning, and other obligations. It's helped me to ensure activities that are vitally important but not urgent.
Your hectic schedule combined with daily distraction can easily get in the way of finishing tasks. So, how you motivate yourself to study?
When studying, it's often difficult of our labor, especially at the beginning. That's why we should focus on the process, not the result. I always congratulate myself if I complete most of my planned tasks on the day. If we get the process right, the result will follow.
Well, I can conclude that the keys to getting motivated to study are organizing time and work and knowing how to use our mind effectively. Last issues is if there are group assignment of certain subjects, how do you find your group members during online learning?
Usually, I will search group members' numbers on the main subject group chat and chat them personally, then form a new group chat that consists of our group assignment members only.
Oh, I see. So this is the end of our interview. I would like to thanks again for helping me and be part of my oral final project. Thank you, take care and stay safe and
You are welcome, Sheckina.
Hi Irene, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon too.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Haphiq. I'm your old best friend. 2 years ago, I was one of your classmates during Form 6. Do you remember me?
Oh, hi, Haphiq. Of course, I remember you. How come I forgot about you? You are my comrade in our old days, right?
Okay, so I'm about to interview with some question for educational purpose. So maybe around 5 minutes. Can I take some of your time?
Oh, sure, why not? I'm not busy right now. Just ask me anything and I will help you.
Okay, thanks for your help. So you are continuing your study, right?
Yes, I am. And now I am continuing my studies at UMS, and apparently I'm in my second semester.
What course are you taking?
I'm taking accounting program.
Oh, right. You are our champ back in our old days at accounting subject.
Nah, you make me blush.
Okay, let's get through the questions.
Sure, even though you already asked me.
Okay, first question. How do you like spending your weekend?
I would like to spend my weekend by listening to music and baking a cake.
Oh, then, what is your hobby?
My hobby is watching Korean dramas.
So, another question is, how is your life?
For me, so far, everything is fine and better with my life.
Okay, then, how is your health during this pandemic?
My health,
Yes,
um, I'm good. And how about you?
I'm fine too. Do you have any regrets in your life?
Yes, I do, but only a little things in my life, but it's not a big problem for sure.
Okay, last but not least, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, I think my biggest fear is losing someone that I love.
Let's go through some current issue questions. How do you manage your time between online learning and daily activities?
So far, I still can manage my time wisely by arrange my time to study and doing other things.
What are the disadvantages of online learning?
I think the disadvantages of online learning is some of the students might have any issues with their internet connection problem and end up will make them not understand well about some topic or about the topic discussed in the online class.
If there are group assignments for certain subjects, how do you find your group members during online learning?
I think I'm going to chat them privately and ask them if they want to be a group with me or not.
So, how would you motivate yourself to study?
How I motivate myself is I will make a timetable and set a date for me to finish my assignment. For example, tomorrow I plan to do a quiz, and the next tomorrow I will finish my financial management assignments so I can finish all my works earlier, and that is what motivates me to study harder.
Wow, that's so amazing. So, in your opinion, which one do you think is more difficult? Virtual learning or face-to-face learning?
I think is virtual learning. Why? Because some students will not focus on their class because they are doing online learning, is it? So if they focus or not, no one will knows. So it will make them not to understand really well about some topics. So I think virtual learning is more difficult we compared to face learning.
Well, I think that's it. Thanks for your time. I'm about to end this interview session.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Okay, see you when I see you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi Nisa.
And hi.
Um, Thank you for agreeing to this interview. First, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Nisa, and today I will do interview for Syamimi assignment.
How is your health during this pandemic?
Good. Alhamdulillah. Until now, it's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to hear that. So, what is your biggest fear,
Me?
Nisa?
My biggest fear? I don't know, but I am very scared of insects.
So, we move to the topic question. So, our topic is about the disadvantage of online learning among students. So, you are one of the student, university student. So, I want to ask you, how do you manage your time between online learning and daily activities?
Okay. First thing first, I will plan my schedule, so this will help me to focusing on my priorities and keep me on track to meet my due dates. Secondly, I will eliminate all distraction. When I do my assignments, I always try to avoid my phone or anything that can distract me from doing my tasks. After I finish one assignment, I would reward myself. Did you know that it is important to reward ourselves because it will help to avoid burnout after doing all of the assignment that exhausted us? Okay, so reward yourself with something that you truly enjoy it. The last one is get a good night's sleep because sleep is essential to rest our body and keep our mind fresh at the next day. So I always make sure that I get a good night's sleep after I do a lot of work in a day life.
Nisa, for your opinion, which one do you think is the more difficult, virtual learning or face-to-face learning?
In my opinion, virtual learning is more difficult because for me it actually have limitation to communicate with lecturer and friends. As a student myself, I also have to do my assignments and use limited sources that I have. So for me, virtual learning is kind of difficult to adapt of this method of learning.
Many students out there to focusing on study or
to have a motivation to study during this kinds of situation. Can you tell me how would you motivate yourself to study?
I will communicate with my family and friends of any difficulties or what I intend to do. Well, this actually can help me to engage with the process and identify the important tasks. So, communication can really help you to commit with immediate goals. And you also could find out others' point of view and maybe get some tips from it.
What is disadvantages of online learning?
Okay, so in my opinion, disadvantages of online learning was it can cause social isolation. The online learning methods currently practiced in education tend to make participating students undergo contemplation, remoteness, and lack of interaction. So, as a result, many of the students and teachers who inevitably spend much of their time online can start experiencing signs of isolation. So, this is because due to the lack of human communication in their lives. Other disadvantages was lack of communicational skill development in online students. This kind of method proven highly effective at improving the academic knowledge of students. However, developing the communication skills of students is an area often neglected during online sessions. This is because lack of face-to-face communication, so it might be unable to work effectively in a team setting.
Thank you again, Nisa,
You're
for
welcome.
joining this interview.
Yeah.
So okay, bye bye.
Bye.